One major change in technology today is I used to use VGA cables for dual display on secondary monitors. Well, today we're going to look at a new and more simple way to have a dual display on a monitor using an HDMI connection. So stay tuned. What's up guys, Jeremy Myrtle here with Myrtle Entertainment, and as I said before, we are going to be looking at how to connect a second monitor to your computer using an HDMI cord. Actually, reverse that. We're going to be showing you how to connect a computer to a secondary monitor using the HDMI connection. I don't know why I said that backwards. But as you guys can see, I'm on my camcorder right now because if you guys look on my desk, my computer is missing because I is actually sitting in the office in here, as you guys see right there, is sitting there because I just recorded the intro for this. As I zoom in, it's going to be a little hard to focus on, but there's an HDMI port on my computer right there, and I can. We're going to be showing you how to connect your computer with an HDMI cord. So for the first part, I'm going to go ahead and pause this video, and I'll be right back when I get my computer hooked up and ready in here. Okay, so I'm back in my bedroom with my computer here, and this is my HDMI cord right here. So obviously you do need one of these. They're really cheap. I think they're about $10. Depending on the size that you get, this one that I have here is 4 feet long, so that's really inexpensive. That cost me about $10 at Walmart. And then you can also go to Best Buy or Target and you can get bigger sizes for roughly $50 to $70 or so. But what you're going to want to do is, obviously you're going to want to take this and plug it into your HDMI port on the side of your computer, which mine is right in here. And now what you want to do is make sure that it's plugged in all the way. I've had several people who have constantly tried to check their graphics card and all this other stuff, and that's pretty much another reason why this wouldn't work, is because of your graphics card. So yeah, make sure this cord is plugged in all the way. In my case, I have an HDMI splitter, so I'm going to make sure it's on the correct input. I'm going to take you guys off the tripod just so you guys can have a special look. As you guys can see, I'm going to turn my screen around. So as you guys can see, up here is my HDMI splitter. I'll pull it out for a better view. You have my first input, which is for my Blu-ray player, and then the second one's for my computer. And right now it is on the second input, as you can tell by this little red indicator. So it is ready to be viewed on my TV, hopefully. So we're going to go ahead and actually, we're not going to go ahead and turn on just yet because there is a computer part to this. So before we can go any further, we have to excuse me. Before we go any further, we have to go into the computer and get all the technical flaws situated, so I can see you guys in the computer. Okay, so here we are in the computer, and we're going to have to get some technical flaws out. So one of the first things that you have to do in order to get this part set up correctly is to make sure that your projection setting is correct. So in order to get this part, you have to press your Windows key and P at the same time, and it's going to bring up the little projection menu over here. Mine is currently set to duplicate because I like having two duplicate projections at the same time, but you can have it to whatever you'd like. So it should be at either PC screen only, obviously, is only going to be your computer, it won't project anything. Duplicate is two of the same. Extend is to have one display on your computer and the other on your TV, so you can click and drag on the dual monitors. And then second screen only is only your second monitor, and that's it. So that's pretty much obvious. So I'm going to set it to duplicate. I'm going to keep it at duplicate. And now it should be ready to go. But the problem is, from all the forums that I've read, some people only experience, they don't only experience this, but some people experience a lot of audio problems. So this is where your control panel comes in. So you're going to right click the little volume icon over here, and you're going to click on playback devices. And then notice you'll see something called an Intel display audio. You want to be sure that's there, otherwise your computer can't detect your HDMI input. It can't detect the HDMI display, and this could be a graphics card problem, so you'll have to get that fixed. You also want to make sure that your graphics card is completely up to date before you do any of this. So this is where the device manager comes in. So we're going to go ahead and open up that. We're going to go into device manager, and for some reason, I don't know, there it is, device manager control panel. So I'm going to give that a minute, and we're going to open up that, and then I'm going to show you where your graphics card would be. So like I said, here's your device manager, and it would most likely be under display adapters right here. So you click the little arrow next to that, and mine is the Intel HD Graphics 5500. So instead of clicking on update driver software, I recommend that you download it from the Intel website. So just Google search Intel HD Graphics 5500, and then you would be able to download the manual exe file from there, and you would have to get the best version in this case. So there's your graphics card. So you can also check the properties, see if everything works correctly. Of course, you have your driver menu, all the details, and everything else. So we're going to get rid of the device manager, and like I said before, you'll have some audio errors probably. This thing that says Intel display audio, this is your HDMI audio input. So your code may be a little different compared to mine, this DX22L. That may be a little different, but it should say something with display audio or graphics audio or something like that. So you're going to right click it, and the first thing you want to do is configure your speakers and test it to make sure that it works. So I'm going to go ahead and turn my display on. In my case, it is a 22-inch television. So and if you guys saw my screen flicker a couple times, then that is mainly what it is doing. So as you guys can see, my Intel display is back on, and I have the duplicate display up on my second monitor as well. So like I said, you're going to right click and click on configure speakers, and you should get a little stereo or mono option. It just depends on what you want. So what you're going to do is click the test button. And if you hear those little sounds, then it pretty much works. So I'm going to click next. You'll probably see like a checkbox. You'll probably see like a checkbox. I'm sorry about Cortana, she's being weird. But anyway, you'll see this checkbox. This is front and left and right, or you may have surround speakers, which is different if you have one of the big and more advanced monitors. So in this case, what you would do is you just test it again. And they still work. So I'm going to click next and finish, and then you test it one more time. And now it works. So obviously I'm getting some kind of input, but it's still set to go on speakers, as you can see by this default device. And it's really easy to change. All you have to do is right click and press set as default device, and there you go. So now everything that you play will come through the speakers on your other monitor. Thanks for watching this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this one, click on the videos to the right. You can also like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel.